The Chinese Civil War, a conflict that shaped modern China. The Chinese Civil War was a significant conflict that spanned from 1927 to 1949, fundamentally shaping the trajectory of modern China. This war was primarily fought between the Nationalist Party, Kuomintang or KMT, led by Chiang Kai-shek, and the Communist Party of China, CPC, led by Mao Zedong. The outcome of this war resulted in the establishment of the People's Republic of China on the mainland in the retreat of the nationalists to Taiwan. This paper explores the causes, key events, and consequences of the Chinese Civil War, highlighting its lasting impact on China and the world. The origins of the Chinese Civil War can be traced back to the fall of the Qing Dynasty in 1911, which led to the establishment of the Republic of China. However, the early republic was marked by political fragmentation and power struggles among warlords. In the 1920s, the Nationalist Party, aiming to unify China and modernize the nation, formed an alliance with the fledgling Communist Party to end warlord rule. This alliance was short-lived, as ideological differences and power struggles soon led to a split. In 1927, Chiang Kai-shek launched the Shanghai Massacre, a violent purge of communists from the nationalist ranks, marking the beginning of the Civil War. The communists retreated to rural areas where they built a base of support among the peasantry. This period of conflict was interrupted by the Japanese invasion of China in 1937, which forced the nationalists and communists into a tenuous alliance to resist the common enemy. Despite this temporary truce, deep-seated hostilities remained between the two factions. After Japan's defeat in World War II in 1945, the fragile alliance between the nationalists and communists quickly disintegrated, and full-scale civil war resumed. The United States supported the nationalists with military aid, while the Soviet Union provided some assistance to the communists, although it was less substantial. The early stages of the renewed conflict saw the nationalists holding major cities and strategic locations, while the communists controlled vast rural areas. The communists, employing effective guerrilla warfare tactics and gaining widespread support from the rural population, gradually shifted to conventional warfare as their strength grew. Key battles such as the Liaoshen, Huaihai, and Pingjing campaigns from 1948 to 1949 were pivotal in turning the tide in favor of the communists. These battles decimated nationalist forces and allowed the communists to capture major cities and consolidate their control over China. On October 1, 1949, Mao Zedong proclaimed the establishment of the People's Republic of China in Beijing, marking the end of the Chinese Civil War on the mainland. Chiang Kai-shek and the remnants of the nationalist government retreated to the island of Taiwan, where they established a separate government, continuing to claim legitimacy as the Republic of China. The victory of the communists had profound implications for China and the world. The new communist government implemented sweeping social and economic reforms, including land redistribution, collectivization of agriculture, and nationalization of industry. These policies aimed to transform China into a socialist state and eliminate remnants of feudal and capitalist structures. However, the implementation of these reforms was often brutal and led to significant social upheaval and loss of life. The Chinese Civil War's outcomes significantly altered the geopolitical landscape of East Asia. The establishment of the People's Republic of China shifted the balance of power in the region and contributed to the global spread of communism during the Cold War. The United States and its allies, alarmed by the expansion of communist influence, supported Taiwan as the legitimate government of China and withheld diplomatic recognition of the People's Republic of China for several decades. The Civil War also had lasting impacts on Chinese society and governance. The communist victory solidified the CPC's control over China, leading to a single-party state that has persisted to this day. The war and subsequent political changes profoundly affected Chinese culture, education, and social structures, laying the foundation for China's rapid modernization and economic development in the latter half of the 20th century. In Taiwan, the nationalists established a separate government under martial law, focusing on economic development and political stability. Over time, Taiwan evolved into a prosperous and democratic society, but the question of its political status remains a contentious issue in cross-strait relations.